Hey guys, Ivan here with the Old School Labs, and so we begin this video with a crazy, insane physique update of Peter Molnar. Now this is gonna be a highlight of this video, I'm sorry to tell you, but it's gonna be, because I would usually leave this kind of highlights, the best parts of the video for the end, to make it more exciting, but I can't do it right now. No, I can't do it. I had to share it with you guys immediately, because I'm amazed. Take a look at this madness, wow! Wow, take a look at this. This looks to me 10 times better than Chris Bumstead. And if you guys know, I already told you this before in my last video, he's transferring from bodybuilding to classic physique. So he's doing classic physique and he looks like this. Damn, god damn, this looks absolutely ridiculous. Okay, let me calm down a little and let's watch this once again. Let's analyze it a little bit more. So back complete through and through, glutes shredded, hamstrings developed, calves on point, upper back, lower back, it's all super shredded. Take a look at the striations in his lats, take a look at the striations in his glutes, the calves are on, the arms are absolutely ridiculous, and take a look at the conditioning overall. He's ripped, he's shredded, and he's doing classic physique. His waist is not the smallest waist I've ever seen in my life, like, considering all the bodybuilders ever, especially compared to his arms and to his legs. Take a look at it now. Take a look at the triceps, how much the tricep is popping, and the hamstring, and the quad, and the glutes, and the chest. It looks ridiculous. And his arm is bigger than his waist right here. His triceps is insane. This is an amazing classic physique, guys. I mean, I don't know, we have to wait to see him compared to Chris on stage, but from what I can see right now, and these videos and photos are usually pretty accurate. Take a look at this, take a look at this. If you ask me, this is much more impressive than what Chris Bumstead is looking like. And not just right now, but like a day out of a show like Peter is. He's competing tomorrow, I believe. So, I wasn't this amazed for a long time, to tell you the truth. I haven't seen this impressive of a classic physique, especially in a while. I mean, overall, a physique, this kind of conditioning with this kind of freakiness. I'm talking about the ratios, arm to waist ratio, the complete development, and still having a small waist and small neck and joints and everything. It just looks cartoonish, super insane. There was a time when Louis Marco used to hype this guy up, but at that time, yeah, the potential was there, but he was not as matured as he's right now. I mean, he has striations everywhere. Take a look at how mature the muscle is on his hamstrings, quads, glutes, and chest, and the size that he has, like the tricep compared to his wrist, and then chest and shoulders compared to his neck. It's absolutely ridiculous. And after you mention everything that I just have, like he has small waist, small joints, a very aesthetic physique, very good symmetry, just very good, nice looking lines, classic physique overall. What amazes me the most, probably, like after all those things, is his completeness. Like, what is he lacking? Is there anything that's not as good as something else? I don't see it. He's complete, 100%. So, I don't know, let's wait for him to win this show. Of course, he's gonna win it, nobody else is gonna come close. They're probably just gonna put him, behind the curtain and do the rest of the guys, and he's just gonna win it immediately. But then let's wait and see once he, competes at the Mr. Olympia. How will he do against those guys? Hopefully he will compete this year. I don't know what's the plan, but I would really love to see him against the top classic guys. If you guys know what his plan is, tell me down below in the comment section. So follow Peter, guys. Peter Molnar, that's his name. By the way, he is from Europe, from Eastern Europe, just like me. I am from Serbia, and Peter is from Hungary, but there is another bodybuilder who is pretty much just as impressive, maybe even more so. Maybe not as complete as a bodybuilder when he steps on the stage, but in these gym shots, well, I can say he looks like a Mr. Olympia winner in these gym shots. He reminds me a bit of Kevin Levrone, especially his arms, right? The biceps, the triceps, the shoulders, but the chest looks crazier. It looks way more crazy if you ask me. And the quads are also having a little bit better sweep. Though this guy is tall, he's not a short guy, and he's from Eastern Europe. As I said, he is from Czech Republic to be more precise. So a lot of talent from this part, from my part of the world. And take a look at this guy. Take a look at his crazy side chest. Does it remind you of Kevin a little bit? You know, in the side chest you can see it. The arms, the triceps, the shoulders, a little bit of maybe chest even too, because they are squarish and really full and broad like Kevin Levroni's, but it's the arms that resemble Kevin's the most, to me at least. Overall, take a look at the thickness and the size of this guy, and the clean lines, the freshness of the physique, the clean skin. He really has it. He really has it. I mean, this guy, he's competing in the IBB, not in NPC. I mean, he's a pro bodybuilder, but elite pro. That's European pro bodybuilding. I'm sure you guys know about it. Sure, that's great. We need somebody to represent like the best bodybuilder in IBB Elite Pro. Though he's not the best, I think, this year. I think he was beaten by some other guys. There are also great bodybuilders in the Elite Pro, but this is not the top level. Of course, if he wants to be recognized as one of the top bodybuilders, he would have to go to the IFBB Pro League, right? And I'm sure he will do great over there. He would probably be in the top callouts in some of the top pro shows. Like, would he be at the Mr. Olympia? Could he win a pro show? I'm not sure about that. I mean, based on the photos that I've seen of him, yeah, he looks really good. Not like top 6 to Mr. Olympia, nothing like that. Not even top 10 probably. Maybe something, maybe like second to third tier of a bodybuilder. I'm not sure. But in these shots in the gym, he looks impressive. Just really, really impressive. So yeah, I hope he's gonna transfer to IBB Pro League one day, go to US, compete over there. I would really like to see that, to see him compared to the other top IBB Pro League guys. Who knows, maybe we're gonna see him on Mr. Olympia stage one day, but this year, we thought we are gonna see James Hollingshead, but unfortunately it's not gonna happen. He decided to start his off season. He won British Grand Prix, so that's his second show this year that he won. And that was a qualifier for 2021 Mr. Olympia. So he qualified for that one, and I'm sure he's gonna just wait before the Mr. Olympia 2021 and make a lot of progress and then dominate on that stage. Because this guy, he qualified for 2020 Mr. Olympia, but he wasn't sure if he's gonna even be allowed to travel over there and to prep for a show like that and not be sure if he's gonna compete or not. It's quite stressful, and I mean, he can do well, but can he be in a top call out, like top 6 in Mr. Olympia? It's doubtable. I don't know. But if he takes a full off season, a full year to prep for next Mr. Olympia, he's gonna make a lot of progress. He has been making progress year after year, and just imagine how he's gonna look in a year. I'm actually really excited to see what kind of progress will he be able to make. Him and his coach Patrick Tour. These guys made a hell of a job this year, and it's been only 6-7 months since they started working together. So when they work for another year, wow, that's gonna be a sight to be seen. Can't wait for that to happen. But yeah, unfortunately, James is out of Mr. Olympia as well. So first we had Flex, then we had Cedric, then we had maybe Hadi, and now James as well. So the lineup is getting a little bit more depleted every day, it seems like it. But in the end of the day, I mean, there was a lot of bodybuilders to begin with. So what were the chances of them all actually going through their preps and actually competing at a Mr. Olympia? I mean, it wasn't really realistic to begin with, especially considering the current situation in the world. So still, the lineup is really good. Phil Heath, Brandon Curry, William Bonac, Big Ramy, and so on. It's gonna be really good. So yeah, James is out, but Mr. Olympia is gonna be still awesome. Back to classic physique. So we have Terrence Ruffin, who just updated us with a photo of himself, and as I told you guys, this guy looks more and more impressive as the show approaches. In the off season, he's not an impressive bodybuilder. No, not really. But when he diets down, when he gets really shredded, that's when his body shines the most. He's not a big guy. He's a very short guy. So you're probably not going to be impressed with his size in the off-season because he's short, he's, small in that way. But when he's shredded, especially on the photos, when he's standing alone, when he's not compared to the tall guys, he looks like a winner, really. But even though I don't think he's going to win Mr. Olympia, I do think he's going to be in that top 6 call-out. Yeah, it's going to be probably Chris and Brian in that top 2 call-out, most likely. What are the chances of it being otherwise? Then you're also going to have Alex Cambronero, Chan Kang, Terrence here, maybe Logan Franklin, and if Peter Molnar shows up, he's gonna win it, I think. I would predict him winning. I don't know if he's gonna qualify or compete in Mr. Olympia, but if he does, in my prediction, we're gonna have him winning it. Yeah, I think so. But Terrence Ruffin, yeah, he made progress, and I've heard from many people that this guy is a workhorse. He really is devoted to the goal. He does whatever the coach tells him to do. He's coached by John Meadows. He trains like a maniac, and he does everything to the T, like he never skips meals and stuff. So he's gonna make progress, no doubt about that. Last time we saw him compete, was it the Arnold Classic stage where he took third? No, actually second. Steve Lores was third. So he beat Steve, who is one of the biggest genetic freaks of today, but Steve wasn't in shape. Though Terrence brought an amazing shape, which is something he's gonna repeat at the Mr. Olympia, I'm sure. And probably crack the top 5, top 4 maybe even. We'll see. And here is an update of your current Mr. Olympia winner, a champion, Chris Bumstead, who updated us with this full posing video. I mean, he's not showing his legs, unfortunately, but you can see that he's getting lean. Now, he started looking shredded, finally, in his upper body, in his upper front part of the body. I don't know about the legs. He doesn't want to show them, so they're probably a little bit watery or fat. But yeah, in this front and side shots, you can see that he looks huge. He looks big, right? He's not small by any means, and he's a classic guy. So it seems like to me at least that he grew. He seems bigger than last year, but eventually he's gonna have to die down and cut the weight again. So he's gonna be probably the same size. I don't know if he's gonna look more mature but just bigger. Maybe he added some details in some parts that were lagging last time, like arms and back. But from the front right now, he looks really good. Yeah, I still have him winning it unless Peter Molnar shows up. And here his back update. He has those wrinkles in his lower back, and he says that's the last area where he loses fat from. Everybody has a different area that they store the most fat at, and this is his. It's lower back. But there is the new way that he started practicing posing his back. Ian Wallier told him to do it this way. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. He looks too stiff, right? Doesn't really flow, doesn't look very aesthetic. His shoulders are lifted up too much, way too high. I would definitely lower those shoulders down, flex the lats a little bit more, lift the elbows up, maybe shorten the angles, make a smaller angle between the forearm and the upper arm. But then again, I guess these pro bodybuilders know better than me. And we'll see. I mean, maybe when he gets leaner, it's going to look more impressive. I don't know. But it just looks like he's struggling to hold the pose. There is that. He just changed it. He just started practicing this way of posing. So maybe with time, he's going to get more comfortable with it. And it's going to look better. I don't know. But as for now, I don't really like it. And did he progress in his back? To be quite honest with you, I don't see it. I think he looks the same like last year. So it's not easy for these classic physique guys to actually make progress and to quantify it because they can't be bigger than they were last year. So how can they really grow any more muscle? Well, you might say they don't need to grow it, they just need to make it more mature. But honestly, does it mean, mature muscle? I mean, I say it sometimes, but I think it's just genetic. I think it's just the depth of the separation and the thinness of the skin in certain areas and how much fat you're holding in that part or how much water you're retaining subcutaneously. So I don't know if muscle maturity is a real thing or is it abstract. I don't know, but it's hard for these guys, again, to make progress, to make visible progress. They can if they, for example, lost a muscle from an area that is good enough and added more to another area. Like if Chris, for example, lost some mass from his chest and his legs that are really good and added it to his arms and his back. But who the hell wants to do that? Like, if you want to progress, you should progress everywhere. And that's a little bit tricky when you're a classic physique guy. And, like, again, did he make progress in his back? I don't know. I don't see any crazy transformation here. Maybe a little bit, but I don't really see any big difference from last year. And for the end of this video, guys, we have a physique update, a full posing video of Big Ramy. And he looks bigger than life. This is Big Ramy. He's known for being big. And that's his nickname, Big Ramy. And he's probably the biggest human that ever existed on this planet Earth, the most muscular one, but not the most conditioned one. And he's lean. He's lean year round. When did you see him fat in the off-season? It doesn't really happen anymore. This guy has so much muscle that it would be a ridiculous amount of food that he had to eat to actually leave some food inside of him, like to gain some fat. So yeah, he stays lean year round and he gets very conditioned when the shows happen, but it seems like he just doesn't have the maturity. He doesn't have the deep separation. And that's gonna hurt him this year as well. So I don't think he's gonna be as ripped as some of the guys like Phil Heath or Bonek and so on. But it's gonna be enough to crack the top 3. Maybe we'll see. I mean, if he brings his 2017 shape, he might very well win the Mr. Olympia. Whatever you guys think, tell me down below in the comment section. Like this video if you enjoyed it, and please subscribe for more videos like this. All the best, guys, and keep it old school.